Mr. Speaker, sir, I raise pursuant to Standing Order 51C.
I will give you the
6.
opportunity. Let them proceed with the...
Mr. Speaker, I raise under Standing Order 51C 6. A Cabinet Secretary shall appear in person on the day of which the respective question is listed for response. One shall respond to the question. That is B. C. May, with the permission of Speaker, make a statement. Mr. Speaker, I'm raising on Standing Order 51C6. Because, Mr. Speaker, I don't know what happens when a Cabinet Secretary comes with a half-baked answer or a kindergarten-like answer against the responses at the, and it is Mr. Speaker, in the response, he has indicated that they are attached.
Cherargei,
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
using unparliamentary language.
Okay, when he comes with unsatisfactory answer, because the response I have received, Mr. Speaker, said there is no list attached. And even in the response, I was given not within 24 hours that you have,
Can you
Mr.
ask
Speaker.
your question, then you prosecute your issues first.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, but I want to register my displeasure by that response. But let me ask the question, and you'll realize, and the members will realize, Mr. Speaker, that no justice was done to this question. Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask question number 051 on the following: to ask the Cabinet Secretary for Labor and Social Protection. 1, what are the roles of National Employment Authority (NAIR) in the recruitment of Kenyans seeking job opportunities in foreign countries? And could the Cabinet Secretary state the requirements to be met by recruitment agency permitted to operate by NAIR in the country? B, Mr. Speaker, could the Cabinet Secretary provide a list of recruitment agencies cleared by National Employment Authority, and what steps are used to ensure that all companies registered under National Employment Authority Integrated Management System, NEMIS, are monitored and regulated? Mr. Speaker, part C, could the Cabinet Secretary also provide a list of Kenyans who have successfully applied for jobs in the diaspora following the numerous agreements between Kenya, for example, like the other day with Germany and other nations, and including the countries that are deployed to avoid misinformation? Mr. Speaker, finally, what is the status of the investigations into the operations of Mrs. Worth Star Africa Limited, an agency operated by one Pastor James Wanjohi that reportedly defrauded Kenyans over Kenyan shillings 600 million with a promise to assist them secure jobs abroad? And could the Cabinet Secretary state the plans, if any, to compensate these victims? The Speaker, I thank you.
CS.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Senator Cherargei, for your question. The role of the National Employment Authority in recruitment of Kenyans for jobs in the diaspora is well stated in our documents. It is, and I'm going to go through them quickly, to advise on the formulation of employment policies and strategies for national and county governments, facilitate the employment placement of job seekers internationally, and facilitate the implementation of national policies on employment. There is also a secretariat to the vetting committee, licensing and accreditation of private employment agencies, regulation of the activities of private employment agencies, collection, analysis, and dissemination of labor market information, building the capacities of private employment agencies, sensitizing and advising job seekers, handling complaints from job seekers, promoting ethical recruitment, and cancelling the registrations of an employment agency that fails to observe the provisions of the existing laws and regulations. The requirements to be met by recruitment agency to be permitted to be operated by NAIR is in our website, which is www.neaims.go.ke. But I've also listed them here for Senator Cherargei. There's an application letter for registration, a certified copy of the certificate of incorporation as a limited company, company articles and memorandum of association, company CR2 for the current year, must have a minimum share capital of 5 million shillings, a copy of a county government license, show that you are operating legally, company tax compliance certificate for the current year, registered and fully equipped physical office with the prescribed sizes. A company director must also submit a copy of his or her or their IDs, 2 passport size photos, current police clearance certificate, a valid work permit in case of any foreign director, certified academic certificates, which must be certified by the Directorate of Quality Assurance of Ministry of Education. Company manager must also submit the following documents: a degree certificate in business-related field from a recognized university in Kenya, that is also certified by the Quality Assurance of Ministry of Education, an appointment letter to work for that company with clear terms, and a copy of an ID. Mr. Speaker, it is very clear that the process is heavy, that you really need to qualify. And these are very many requirements. You need to qualify because we need people who are in this industry and we need people who are valid. That's why we ask all these questions, all these documents, including a visiting of the space where they work to ensure that it is not a briefcase company. And then you are given your document. The second question about vetting by Interministerial Vetting Committee. An interministerial committee vets all private employment agencies seeking registration and renewal of licenses. It consists of the ministry responsible for labor, immigration, internal security, foreign affairs, and the AG. During the vetting, the applications made by private employment are looked at, and making the independent recommendation approval or non-approval is also deliberated. In other words, it is not enough for you just to provide the documents. It's not enough that you qualify. Yes, we take you one step further. Yes, you may qualify on paper, but should you, in terms of national intelligence, are you a crook? You know, have you been bad somewhere else? Are you working with other people? Are you, we go further to ensure that the vetting weeds out the bad people. And the vetting, from what I've learned, is that out of the people vetted, about 30 to 40% never qualify, even though they had the documents. So it is a real operation to ensure that we get the best. So the government here does its job. After approval, you pay a full registration fee, and then you have to be a member of a recognized association of private employment agencies, because we need somebody also to keep on monitoring you, so that when you go rogue, they're able to tell us. And then you execute 1.5 million security bond to the bank. This is for people who are engaging in foreign recruitment. Mr. Speaker, sir, tomorrow, sidetrack just to add to this, I'll be holding a meeting, a follow-up meeting with the recruitment agencies.